Yeah, maybe. We got a big wedding.
What's up, new life? How you doing, man?
Excuse me, everybody. Anybody around here who got a child? Berto and his group, they have free school supplies for any child that may need it. So if you know any child who may need school supplies,
How's the mom doing?
She's doing fine.
How you doing, Brother Michael? How you doing, sir?
Doing
Painful.
fine. She just
Those you guys.
missed one time.
Not that way. I don't know. Did she get you? I have mine.
It was just like the last part. The friend got shot. Yeah, this other friend, she got shot.
My condolences to you guys. I'm Rabbi Michael. How you doing? Community activist.
Nice to meet you.
All right. Condolences to you all. Condolences. Shalom Aleichem, peace and blessings to the world and those who stand in need of prayer. I'm Rabbi Michael Ben Yosef, president of Tikkun Kai International and the founder of Chicago Activist Coalition for Justice. Just took part in a prayer vigil for the life of the young child, an 8-year-old baby that was murdered in gun violence. And this past weekend, I held a press conference with the family of Memorial Jones. Just this past weekend, and I said to the media that J.B. Pritzker must put forth and declare this gun violence a health crisis. And the governor comes out yesterday to declare a health crisis, but still the murder and the destruction in our community is far too late. It's too late to call the health crisis. It's already been a crisis. So now we are left now to try to figure out how to remedy the situation with all the gun violence that's happening. I just wanted to come and just witness. I'm not going to stay long. I actually go to the park. Looks like it's wrapping up. But still, it's all the same. The end results of all those who have become victims of this tragedy of all the times it seems to happen consistently. And no end in sight. So this is going to be, again, the issue that I need to continue to advocate and bring legislation. As I said to the press conference, we will, I'm going to kind of let you guys see what's from afar. I'm going to do this still in bringing forth legislation with the name of Memorial Jones as the life stolen as a mantle for all these lives. And it just is pathetic, it's senseless, and it just should not happen. As I said in the press conference, they didn't have these children to put them in the ground and a 13-year-old or 8-year-old, 2-year-old, 3-year-old. They had dreams and aspirations and goals for those children. What they will become and carry on the legacy of the family. But this is often the headline in Chicago, the endless headlines of all these murders. So this is just another example. I need to come out and witness as to why I do what I do in my work, and why I'm relentless, and why I cannot stand by and condone, or just sitting on the sidelines, but make a difference and be a part of the solution. Not allowing it to take care of itself because it don't get taken care of. You see, JB, person took years. They'll finally call it a health crisis. But all the countless names have been victimized and just put in the ground. So now it's time to clearly put this in high drive. In high drive to ensure that this is not going to be just another name lost. But we have to be mindful and be consistent in not allowing these lives to go unnoticed, but use them as a mantle of hope and inspiration to make a difference in the best and most profound way. And that's what we're prepared to do. We're going to go to Springfield. We're going to go to Springfield, and this is why. This is why we're going to go to Springfield. This is why we're going to Springfield. I'm tired of seeing these families of going through the same playbook, the same result. I tell you, the same result is the same. And it ends horribly. And I'm tired of seeing the balloons. I'm tired of seeing, someone asked what happened. This is the memorial or vigil for the 8-year-old that was murdered. And this is where she was murdered at. No, it's not a protest, it's a vigil. No protest here. This is simply just to memorialize a life stolen. Another baby. Another. And this is just, it's just like breathing. Can't be normal. We can't make it normal. Babies are not made to be just racially murdered or murdered in this most horrific way. But they were supposed to live out the legacy of their families. Supposed to go beyond the years of their mothers and their fathers and their grandfathers and grandmothers. Not to be put at the ground at baby stages. So this is what it is. I just want to come out here to bear witness. Looks like they're going to be well represented. I can't take on, a lot of these guys that like to take on all the cases, but that's not feasible to do. It looks like they're represented with someone, so I'll let that take its course, but I can advocate from a distance. I can advocate from a distance on this issue and how this plays out. I can advocate for it from a distance by taking all these names when I go to Springfield. Take all these images with me when I go to Springfield. When I go to Springfield, this is what we will take. These images. That something needs to be put on the books. That some laws need to be changed. That the powers that be must listen to the cries of the people and not turn away from what is the reality and what needs to be said. How this must be played out. But these murders and the gun violence rapidly destroying our community, making every bit of the same idea over and over again. Murder, destruction, annihilation, and no bit of any bit of valuing of life. The same results. So I don't want to interfere too much. I'm going to let them do what they do. As you can see, I'm very well in distance. I'm in the corner here. I didn't organize this. So out of respect of the organizer, I'm keeping the distance. But I want to be here on the ground to stand and give my condolences to the family, which I did do. Again, this is not trying to take every case. You know, a lot of people like to take all the cases. That's not what I do. That's not what I do. But I advocate in a different style, a different method. Are you part of the family?
Yes.
My condolences to you.
Like,
And I advocate in a different way. And advocate on a different scale that the old school did it that way. I don't do it the new school way. I do it the old school way. The old school way is the way that brought results. So I don't do this way like everyone does. So here's a family over there, I believe. I think that's a family over there, over the corner. I'm not too sure. But I just want to just be out here to go live and to report that this work continues. And it continues because we continuously worry each other. This is continuously happening over and over again. And no one seems to be concerned. So I just want to offer this a statement of understanding and to give clarity. I'm going to go back on this shot here. All over here you see, I think the family's over there in that corner there. I think so. I think that's that's a family. That's one of the family members. They got escorted to come over here. Looks like it's one of the cars for the funeral services. So I'm sure there's going to be arrangements made. I understand that there is a GoFundMe page already because the family does not have insurance, and there's going to be a long battle of trying to overcome the expenses, and that's how it works sometimes. But that's not even relevant. I'm sure they're going to raise a substantial amount for the family to cover the expenses and cover it in a way that is very, very helpful and can bring something to the family at a time of their bereavement. So we just want to make sure that's the reporter that did Romaria's case. The guy did Romaria when I did the press conference for Romaria. He did that story. But again, as I said, we want to give space to everyone because it's a very raw, very emotional, no one understands what it feels like to walk in the shoes of being a victim of gun violence. No one understands what it feels like. I do. My nephew was murdered. How you doing, my lord? You know what it is.
Sir,
I'm on the skid case.
Yes, sir.
I want to keep my distance with the family, you guys.
That's it, brother.
Are you an organizer here?
I was yesterday. I ain't doing this.
Right.
But what I'm finna do,
Okay.
we spent 8 days out here. In hopes to bring awareness.
Amen.
Hopefully the shooter come forward, you know what
Amen.
I'm saying?
Amen.
But if anything, we're supposed to be present in our communities, especially
Absolutely.
as men, you know what I'm saying? Men, it's not our job to protect women and children. It's our responsibility.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Hallelujah.
And not saying that the vision don't matter or the job don't matter. Responsibility come first, you know what I'm
Amen.
saying? So
Amen.
we all we got, man. This us doing this.
There you
so
go.
This don't start and end with police.
All right.
It don't start and end with government. It start with us and it end with us. It's
There you
just
go.
like that.
That's how it
It's
is.
just like literally, just like that. We got
Sound like
every house, every career. That's how it should go.
One plus one equals two.
That's it, bro. That's it, bro.
I'm glad to hear you.
I'm here,
There
bro.
you go.
Yes, sir.
Take care of your business, bro. You know I'm backed up on you. I'm your bag up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, what can you say? It's another saga, another. He recognized me from the protests. This gentleman right there. But we want to again keep space and let them do what they do best. I don't want to interfere in who's responsible for organizing, but I want to just keep myself in a way that is respectful to those who are doing what they do best, and we have to respect that ways of activism. But we do appreciate those who came out to stand with this family at the hour of bereavement. Again, no one understands what it feels like to have a loved one ripped from your home, from your family, unexpected. No one understands what it feels like. The world's turned upside down and you don't even... Amen, the Lord, take care. God bless you, Malette. Amen. This is one of the relatives there. Yeah, they all get something to get out of here. That's what they're getting ready to do. So we hope and pray for them that they become stronger and that justice comes from this family. I think I've got much as what I want to get out of this at this point. But my job as rabbi is to show up and to make face on the scene. This is boots on the ground. Boots on the ground to stand in the hood, to show much support as much as I can, and to be the shoulder that if any resources that I can provide is accessible in how we do about our business and activism. But we want to be assisting at this juncture, to assist wherever it is possible. But I think we have covered this much. I'm going to just take off now and go to the end of this thing here. But I want to kind of give a last couple comments and then I'll wrap this one up. But we want to just be the ones that's on the case. When injustice hurts our community, we have to be on the forefront, finding ways to make a difference and to stand in the gaps when pain and suffering reaches to proportions of no return. And this is one of those things that we have to be on the best tip. I want to get one more shot here that you all see here. Turn it. Yeah, media's coming in again. So they're going to do something probably now, but I'm not going to stay for it. Again, the family's over there. They're over in this area. So we just want to give them space. And again, a lot of times to understand the moment of what families are going through. What families are going through yesterday, they were all getting together. There's a family there, they're getting together, doing something. I don't know what it is, but they're all unified. They got to do something. I don't know what it is, but we're going to. They probably do a press conference right now, more likely. Yeah, that's probably going to do a press conference. But I'm not going to stay for that. I'm not going to stay for it. I'm going to go ahead and adjourn. Because, again, this is emotional for them, and we don't want to add more than what's needed. They saw me here, so if they see me do my work in the community, know I did give my offer and condolences to them in their time of need. And that's all you can do at this juncture, is to provide all what you can do in need. I'm going to get a shot here. There's some candles burning right now. You see the candles burning. That's where balloons are located. That's where candles are burning right there. I believe that's where she was murdered at. So yeah, here the family coming in. They're coming in together right now. They'll probably do something else right now, but we're not going to stay for it. We're going to go ahead and adjourn and let them. We're going to let them do whatever it is they need to do as far as them healing in the most quickest way possible. But again, there is no time limit when you lose a loved one. There's no time limit. The pain and hurt and sorrow still remains. And so that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I think we have covered this as best we can from afar. We showed up. We represented our organization, Chicago Activist Coalition for Justice, in the most respectful way. And we want to just kind of give whatever it is that's necessary to this story, that what we do is our part, as well as showing ourselves to be on the case. All right. May you all be blessed. May you all be peaceful. This is my hope, and this is my prayer. Shalom Aleichem. God bless and peace unto you.